Did you know that every 40 seconds, someone in the United States has a stroke? That's a staggering statistic, and it means that in the next 8 minutes, while you're watching this, several people will experience a stroke. As a doctor with over 30 years of experience treating seniors, I've seen firsthand how quickly a stroke can change a life, or end it. But here's the critical truth. Recognizing the signs early can literally mean the difference between full recovery and permanent disability, or even worse. Every minute truly counts when it comes to a stroke. It's not just a saying, it's a medical fact. Think of your brain cells like tiny, delicate flowers. If they don't get blood flow for even a few minutes, they start to wither and die. That's why urgency is so vital. Have you ever wondered what you would do if you or a loved one suddenly showed signs of a stroke? Most people panic, or they dismiss it. My goal today is to equip you with the knowledge to act decisively, because that action can save a life. The most crucial tool we have for recognizing a stroke quickly is the FAST method. This isn't just a catchy acronym. It's a powerful, easy-to-remember checklist that anyone can use. Let's break it down. F stands for face drooping. I remember a patient, let's call her Margaret, who was having breakfast with her husband. Suddenly, he noticed one side of her face looked different. When she tried to smile, only one corner of her mouth went up, and the other side just drooped, almost like it was melting. He asked her to show her teeth, and it was clear. One side of her face was paralyzed. This is a classic, undeniable sign. If you notice this in yourself or someone else, even if it's subtle, it's a red flag. Try this. Stand in front of a mirror and smile widely. Does both sides of your face move symmetrically? If not, pay attention. This facial asymmetry happens because the part of the brain controlling those muscles is being deprived of oxygen. It's like a circuit breaker tripping on one side of a house suddenly. The lights on that side go out. Next in FAST is a forearm weakness. This is another very common and often noticeable sign. I had another patient, John, who was reaching for his coffee cup, and his arm just wouldn't respond. He tried to lift it, and it felt heavy, unresponsive, almost like it was made of lead. A simple test you can do is ask the person to raise both arms in front of them, palms up, and hold them there for about 10 seconds. If one arm drifts downward or can't be raised at all, that's a strong indicator of arm weakness related to a stroke. This isn't just general tiredness. It's a specific, sudden loss of strength in one limb. It's crucial because the brain's motor cortex, which controls movement, is being impacted. Imagine trying to control a puppet, but one of the strings suddenly goes slack. The arm loses its ability to be controlled. Have you ever felt a sudden, inexplicable weakness on one side of your body? Don't dismiss it. Then we come to S for speech difficulty. This can manifest in several ways. The person might have slurred speech, making them sound drunk, even if they haven't had a drop of alcohol. Or they might have trouble finding words, understanding what you're saying, or repeating simple phrases. I recall a man whose wife called me in a panic because he started speaking what she described as gobbledygook. He knew what he wanted to say, but the words coming out were completely nonsensical. Another common sign is what we call aphasia, where someone might struggle to understand simple commands or name common objects. Ask the person to repeat a simple sentence, like the sky is blue. If they slur the words, can't repeat it, or use the wrong words, it's a critical sign. This happens because the language centers of the brain, usually on the left side, are being affected. It's like a computer program suddenly developing a glitch in its speech output function. Is their conversation flowing normally, or do you notice them stumbling over words or seeming confused by what you're saying? Finally, the T in FAST stands for time to call 911. This isn't just another step. It's the most important action you can take. If you observe any of the FAS signs, even if they seem to come and go, call 911 immediately. Do not wait to see if the symptoms improve. Do not try to drive yourself or the person to the hospital. Paramedics can begin life-saving treatment on the way to the hospital, and they know exactly which hospital is best equipped to handle stroke emergencies. Every minute that passes, more brain cells die. This is why we often say time is brain. It's like a fire in your house. You wouldn't wait to see if it puts itself out, would you? You'd call the fire department immediately. The same urgency applies here. The prompt action of calling 911 dramatically increases the chances of a positive outcome, including full recovery. Delaying can lead to irreversible damage. Beyond the fast method, there are two other critical signs that seniors, in particular, need to be aware of. The first is a sudden, severe headache. This isn't your typical tension headache. It's often described as the worst headache of your life, coming on abruptly and intensely, like a thunderclap. It can be accompanied by nausea or vomiting. This type of headache can signal a hemorrhagic stroke, where a blood vessel in the brain bursts, causing bleeding. It's a medical emergency that requires immediate attention. Imagine a pipe suddenly bursting in your home. The damage is immediate and severe. The second sign is sudden vision changes or loss. This could be a sudden blurring, double vision, or even a complete loss of vision in one or both eyes. I had a patient who suddenly described seeing a curtain coming down over one of his eyes, obscuring his vision entirely. This happens because the part of the brain that processes visual information is being affected. It's like the light suddenly going out in part of a room. Have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable shift in your vision? If you or someone you're with experiences any of these signs, fast, a sudden severe headache, or sudden vision changes, what must you do immediately? Call 911. Do not hesitate. Do not try to rationalize it away, or wait to see if it gets better. This is not the time to be stoic or to avoid bothering anyone. When you call, be prepared to give the dispatcher as much information as possible. What symptoms you're seeing, when they started, and any medical history that might be relevant. Common mistakes that cost lives include waiting too long, driving to the emergency room instead of calling an ambulance, or trying to sleep it off. These delays are catastrophic. Think of it this way: your brain is your command center. When it's under attack, you need the most specialized forces there as quickly as possible. Paramedics are those forces, and they are trained to stabilize and transport you efficiently to a stroke-ready hospital. Now, while recognizing a stroke is vital, prevention is always the best medicine. As seniors, there are proactive steps you can take to significantly reduce your risk. First, monitor your blood pressure regularly. High blood pressure is a silent killer and a major risk factor for stroke. Make sure you're taking any prescribed medications for it consistently. Second, manage your diabetes and cholesterol. These conditions significantly increase your stroke risk if left unchecked. Adhere to your medication regimen and make lifestyle changes. Third, be aware of all warning signs. Beyond the ones we've discussed, things like sudden dizziness, loss of balance, or difficulty walking can also be indicators. It's like having a smoke detector in your house. You want to know if there's even a hint of trouble. If you're taking aspirin or blood thinners, ensure you're doing so under a doctor's guidance. Please, take these warnings seriously. Your brain, your independence, and your life depend on it. Don't let a stroke steal your golden years. If you found this information helpful, please subscribe to my channel for more life-saving health content. Share this video with your family and friends. You might just save someone's life. And in the comments below, tell me, what health topics are you most concerned about for yourself or your loved ones? Your questions help me create content that truly serves you.